Hi everyone, my name is Sam Chaplin. This presentation is all about navigating through the college decision process with you and your student. There will be some helpful information, some helpful tips, and then there will be some ways you can stay involved as your student begins their time here at Towson. We hope you enjoy. Now, before you complete the enrollment contract and commit to Towson next fall, we have some very useful informational resources to take advantage of. For example, TU Cribs is a fantastic video series on our YouTube channel that provides a virtual tour of rooms within various residence halls. And watching these videos is the best way to get a good idea of what our campus dorms look like if you are curious about the living environment on campus. I also highly recommend reviewing involve.towson.edu, which is our catalog of all student clubs and organizations on campus that your student can take part in. There is a helpful search function along with the ability to see clubs and organizations broken down by category if you want to review them that way. Each club and organization will also have a point of contact that you can email, typically a student leader, if you want more information or have a question. We know that financial aid is generally an entirely new obstacle to tackle in the enrollment process, and we certainly want students and their families to have a good understanding of their financial aid package before committing to the university. For that reason, there is a super helpful informational video from my colleagues on financial aid as part of this virtual experience, and I definitely recommend checking that out below if you are seeking further clarity on financial aid or just want a general refresher. Towson has many other offices that operate on campus to support our student community in a variety of ways, and familiarizing yourself with these offices prior to coming to campus is a great way to potentially take advantage of them from the onset of your Towson experience. You can search around on our main towson.edu website with the search bar at the top right for informational pages on offices such as Accessibility and Disability Services, our Counseling Center, Tutoring and Writing Center, Advising Office, and many more. Finally, we do encourage students to explore all academic programs on campus, and families, of course, are encouraged as well to understand the programs we have to offer as your student decides on what they'd like to study. Our majors, minors, and programs page will have information and more links to the over 60 majors, 50 minors, and many other academic programs that we have to offer. All right, so you've gotten to the decision phase and your student has chosen to attend Towson. That's excellent. Now, what steps may come next for your student? Well, the first step is to complete the enrollment contract at towson.edu/enrollnow, which has an accompanying $300 fee to reserve your space in our incoming class. Once you've enrolled, students can request housing, which has an additional $350 deposit. And then students can sign up for orientation, which they can find the dates of on the orientation web page listed here. Then review the newly enrolled student to-do list that lists out the next steps they need to complete, one of which being the academic interest form, which is very important as it will be used to help register the student for their first semester of classes. There is another helpful presentation for students below to review for guidance on this process. There are also a few things we like to remind families in the summer leading into your student's first semester. Students will have to submit their immunization records before attending, so make sure that those are up to date. Secondly, going shopping for college necessities and learning materials can certainly be a tedious process as you plan lists and make plans for packing and moving your student in. So we encourage families and their students to complete that early on in the summer, and that should take some stress off yourselves as it gets closer to your move-in date. Also, we fully recognize that college may be the first bit of independence for your student, and if they haven't learned things like doing their own laundry or become comfortable with that sort of independence, then it's a great time to teach them. I know that I personally would have appreciated beginning my own self-sufficiency this summer before attending college instead of learning things on the fly. It's also a great time to discuss how you're going to stay in touch if your student is going a bit far from home. I know from, again, my time in college that occasional FaceTime or video chats, or even just calling or texting regularly is a great way to keep that connection with family as your student begins to adapt to the new college routine. And of course, spending time together doing some of your favorite family activities will help the possible homesickness from setting in too early. Finally, we do have lots of various dining accommodations available for students, so if your student will be taking advantage of a meal plan on campus, we highly recommend reaching out to our dining services early for any sort of allergy or accommodations if you have specific questions. dineoncampus.com/Towson is our primary dining services website that has lots of information if you want a quick online resource. And what can you do directly as a family? Well, joining the Towson Family Network is a great way to remain in the know and offers some excellent benefits as well. You will receive updates from the Family Network, and your $50 membership fee mostly goes right back to the students, as you see the Scholarship Fund and Student Emergency and Food Insecurity Fund listed here that will benefit current students. It also provides a discount card to be used at various businesses and discounts on family weekend events, such as our super popular Crab Feast, which leads me further into Family Weekend, which we encourage families to come to campus and spend time with their student at various campus events you see listed there. The dates for Family Weekend are September 25th through 27th, and it's a great way to take advantage of Towson's excellent campus activities and check in with your students' new campus life. Finally, we do encourage Towson families to stay connected through our Towson Campus ESP portal run by our new Student and Family Programs Office that will provide further updates and engagement with the entire Towson community. Thank you so much for checking us out, and we wish you and your student all the best in their college enrollment process.